Hello everyone, welcome to the Sam Livecast. I'm wearing gloves because I'm dealing with jalapeños.
Ooh.
He goes, ooh.
Ooh, dun, dun,
Here's the
dun.
deal, I'm recently back from my trip to San Miguel de Allende. Don't I say that nicely?
Oh, yeah.
It's very
Once
Telemundo
more.
of you.
San Miguel de Allende. And we're going to look at some pictures of the trip. We're going to talk about it. It's a place you have to go. You have to go. And one of the things that we had there, we actually had part of somebody's lunch in a little mercado. The guy was making these things. I've eaten them before. I've never made them. So these are cream cheese stuffed jalapeños. But what he did that was different wasn't bacon because that's done. But he mixed shrimp in with them.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. So I've started, and I'm wearing gloves because I've had an incident before with jalapeños, and it was ugly. You do not want to get this in your eyes anywhere. So come over here, Maxie boy. This is an important little learning lesson right here. Okay, so take your jalapeno like this, and I'm going to make an incision. I feel like a doctor, all the way down.
Scalpel?
To the tip. Scalpel, and then like a little T at the top. Simple like that. What we're trying to do is we're trying to just make like a little door that opens up, right? Because we want to get rid of all of this stuff that's on the inside. And you can use a knife, you can use a spoon. I'm not going to use a spoon because that's where my problem came once before. I cleaned out a bunch of jalapenos and forgot at the end when the dish was cooked that I used a spoon to get all the membranes and seeds out, and used the spoon to taste the finished dish.
Ooh.
And it was horrifying. So you see what we got?
Gosh.
This stuff you want out, right? This stuff. And here, then I'm just going to switch to this little wooden knife and just clean out. Seeds, membranes, that's where the heat is. I mean, I suppose if you really want the heat, then just, hey, what the hell? Just leave it in, but I mean, there's enough heat in a jalapeno by itself that you don't need to now start adding all this extra.
I mean, I really just like the flavor of the jalapeno.
Right, I don't need the heat. Okay, so there you go, right? All cleaned out. Now, I don't need to do this one. We've seen that, okay? Now here's what I'm gonna do. Now we're gonna mix this little combination of stuff. And I don't know, I guess if I was doing these in the oven, suppose if I was doing these in the oven, I might be using raw shrimp. But the shrimp that the guy had looked like they were the cooked kind. You'll see a picture of them. So I'm just going to do what he did, or what I think he did. And once again, I've never made these before, so it's a bit of a test. So I've just got these little guys, these little baby guys that are already cooked. I'm gonna just throw a bunch of these in. I want a good shrimp to cream cheese ratio. Okay, good? Good. Okay, sorry. I want I'm gonna throw some garlic in because I think it'll be good.
Good flavor?
Good flavor. So a big ass clove here. Cram that guy in. Boom, like that. A little bit more. Back of the knife for that. And now this. These are going to be shrimp. What's the word? Shrimp.
Cream cheese poppers?
Shrimp forward. What's the shrimp centric? Shrimp. What's the word?
A dish featuring shrimp.
Shrimp. No, when shrimp's like the key.
What are you talking about?
Shrimp. Okay, couple things. Last minute, couple things. A little bit of salt. Why? Because salt makes everything more better.
Flavorful?
Flavorful.
Well, you having some problem with words today, man.
I know. And a little splash of Worcestershire for a little bit of tanginess. I don't know what was in his other than shrimp. I don't know that he did garlic. I'm pretty sure he didn't do Worcestershire.
But you got to make it your own.
But you got to make it your own, right?
Yeah.
And I think maybe one of the traditional ways to do this is to stuff them up and then put them in the oven. We're going to grill them in a little pan beside me. So while they're grilling, I can be sitting there and we can be talking about San Miguel de Allende and looking at pictures and stuff like that.
We're grilling them at the table?
We're grilling them at the table.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Look
So
at that right
I'm just
there.
going to take a little bit of this,
I love that charred flavor of the jalapenos.
cram it inside. Yeah, me too. Me too. And then shut the little door.
Oh, you shut the door.
You shut the door, it stays in. The last step will be wrapping them with bacon,
Oh, yes.
which I think
Yeah.
should be probably good. I thought I had more cream cheese, so I may not make it to all of them,
It's okay. As long as you make enough for me.
which is okay.
That's all I care
Well,
about.
you know there's at least one for a photograph for you, Lynn.
But you
So-
said most of the
Yeah.
heat is in the seeds and et
seeds
cetera?
and membrane.
So does that mean that there's no heat in
No,
the
no,
outer,
no,
or
no.
just very little?
No, it means I mean I don't know what the Scoville rating would be for the meat of the pepper as opposed to the seeds and the
Yeah.
membrane. But I think if on a scale of 100, the seeds and membranes might make up probably 60%, maybe a little more than the outside.
I would think more.
More than that?
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay, well,
Because sometimes you chop a whole jalapeno and whatever you're doing, and there's no heat. Period. So
I feel like it kind of depends on the jalapeno, though. No.
yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, it's like, well, I can't think of any words today.
Maybe it depends on the.
Shishito peppers, sorry, for example. You know?
Those are
like,
a crapshoot.
They're a crapshoot. Like 1 in 15 might be super hot, and then the rest of them are not hot at all. I kind of feel like it's sort of like the way you get them.
I made shishito peppers for Stacy one time,
Yeah.
and she was kind of impressed until she hit like her second one, and I didn't get a single hot one up until then, and it was a blazing hot one.
I've never had a super hot shishito, ever.
I have.
Yeah?
So kind of fun Russian roulette.
We had some people over about a month and a half ago, and I made shishitos, and the guy was like, I don't like hot things. I go, they're not hot. I mean, it's mild, it's flavorful. You know, I got the little Japanese house spice on them, and he was like, okay. He took one, he loved it. Took a second one, boom. Hit him like a truck. Poor guy.
Oh my god, he probably
Yeah.
hated you.
He hated me. Okay, so now there's this.
You're like, stop being a bitch, just have one.
Right.
And it's
Baby.
like, boom. No, that same thing happened to me here.
Okay, so I think we're almost there. Hold on. I can take these gloves off
pretty little
now.
things.
Aren't they? I'm going to use a whole piece. Step away from my garbage. Thank you. I'm going to use a whole piece of bacon on each one. So I can get the freaking bacon out. And once again, never done this. Shouldn't have to seal these things up with anything. They should be fine by themselves. I mean, like, without using a toothpick or something.
Seam side down.
As best as you can.
Well, there's nothing wrong with this picture right here.
No, there isn't.
Wow.
I don't know how this can't be good, right?
A little jalapeno in a blanket.
I mean, I suppose it could be crappy, but I don't really see it going that way.
I mean, when was the last time you had anything that was or bacon and crappy?
No. You know what I did? I made scrambled eggs for myself this morning. I put some bacon in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I make scrambled eggs really well. It's what I do. I love eggs, probably my favorite thing to cook. I just completely dried them out. I did not do a good job. I was really disappointed. Part of me thinks it was because I used shredded cheddar cheese. And I think cheddar sucks the moisture out of eggs. I don't know why, but I'm not doing it again. I am trying to set these seam side down so that I can just throw them in this particular way. Let them start to cook and seal before I flip them. And I think, look, oven would be a lot easier, honestly, than babysitting these guys beside me while we talk. But it's the way that the guy was making them. We walked up to a little stand, and the guy was standing there cooking these things, and said, "Oh, could we get a couple of those?" And he says, "Sure." And the the couple that we were with, the husband, Ken, speaks fluent Spanish. And as we're sitting there waiting, he's talking to the guy. Turns out it was the guy's own lunch for himself and his family. And he was so nice. I'm telling you, the people in San Miguel were unbelievable.
Right, you just crashed some dude's lunch. He's like,
We
sure.
crashed some dudes. He was like, absolutely. When we found out, I was like, no, we're not taking your lunch. Nope, he was like, he was not having it. Okay, let's do this. Let me finish this next one. We're going to go away for a second. We're going to come back. When we come back, we're going to sit down. We're going to cook these little guys. You'll come back. They'll already be cooking. And we're going to I'll show you some pictures of San Miguel de Allende. Honestly, I can't imagine a prettier place in North or South America. I mean, I'm sure there's a couple of them, but this place is unbelievable. Stay right there. Don't go away. If you've watched this show for any amount of time, you know that Perch sponsors us. ThePerch.com on the internet. Kitchen, bath, outdoor, amazing. Look, it's this simple. You walk into one of their stores, you go, oh, I need a sink. You walk into one of their stores, you're like, oh my God, I've never seen anything like this before. You think I'm making this stuff up because they're a sponsor of the show. Oh no, I'm not making it up. It is the way it happens. You'll be blown away. Go to theperch.com, check them out on Facebook. You'll love them like we love them. It's an amazing store. Amazing store. All right, so look it. We're not cooking them right here. We're cooking them behind me on the stove. Why? Because the grease was just, I don't know what I was thinking.
Too much, huh?
I cooked something else here before. Remember that?
We've cooked a lot of things there.
Oh yeah, we cooked many things there.
Not as greasy.
Not just one.
It's that. You look. You can hear the grease splattering all over there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, behold, San Miguel de Allende.
Wow.
Look at that. And
Wow.
what was cool about this shot, and I don't have the other one, is in this direction, up into the hills, was the moon, and the sun was going down on the other side.
Wow.
It was great.
So behind you, the sun was.
Behind me, the sun was, right.
Wow. Yeah, you can see it's all lit up.
So
beautifully.
this San Miguel, and you'll see some of these pictures, is well, look, I mean, this is about as big as I could get this. But right, hold on. Right in here, what does that say?
Near Mexico City.
Oh, here's Guadalajara. See that?
Yep.
There's Guadalajara. San Miguel, right here is the little city of Leon. That's where you land.
A what?
Leon. Leon.
So you don't even fly into Mexico City?
No, you fly into, it's 150 miles northwest of Mexico City.
I see, yes.
Okay, so back up for a second. So we flew all the way from, we drove to L.A. and flew from L.A. to Leon, and then an hour and a half car ride, and you're in San Miguel de Allende. I mean, you're really in the center of the country.
You really are.
Okay.
Whoa. Whoa.
Can you back up?
Yep.
Wow.
There you go. Look at that. That is La Parroquia. That's the main parish in town. There's 4, 5, 6 different churches. This is the parroquia, and this is unbelievable. There's a square in front of it. It's where everybody meets. I'm not going to try and go fairly quickly with these pictures. There you go. That's, if I go back to this one. Oh, no, that wasn't it. Sorry.
Where are all the houses
It
that
looks
colorful?
exactly like Spain.
It looks like Spain. Debbie and Ken have been to Venice before. Kelly and I have not. They kept saying, wow, it's like Venice, but without the jillions of tourists. Look how gorgeous that is. Okay, look, there's another shot of that,
Wow.
right?
Dig it.
Full moon.
So this is the square. You see the parroquia up here, the church,
Yeah.
right? Look at the architecture in that. I've got a couple other pictures. Sorry, I just got to address these guys for a second. Wow, it's just like a grease fest over here. But it's going to be a real good one.
I've been teaching people about cooking bacon in the oven.
Yeah, and you know what? Here's the deal. You can do these guys in the oven, no problem. I'd say probably 350 for maybe 45 minutes or something.
Yeah.
But I wanted to cook them just like the guy in the Mercado cooked them. I don't know what kind of trees these are, but they're all completely groomed round.
That is awesome.
So there's Max, Dev, and Ken.
Yeah.
Just sitting there looking around, looking up at the
Does look like
incredible architecture, right? Look at this. I'm telling you, it's a photographer's dreamland. You would go crazy here.
I'm going crazy now looking at it.
Right.
This is cool. How'd you get word of this place to go?
They had some friends that have been talking about it. And, you know, once we decided we were all going to go, we wanted to go someplace the four of us had never been before. we decided that I start looking it up. And now that I'm looking it up, it's like TripAdvisor says it's like in its top 5 places to go to. I mean, everybody's now starting to find out about it. Look how beautiful. And you see this cobblestone streets. You have to take the picture or you can't see. Cobblestone streets. The entire city is cobblestones.
Wow.
Okay, this is now Guanajuato. It's about an hour and a half from there. It's a bigger city, and the colors here, unbelievable. Definitely worth going to. Look at this. You know what you could do with your camera here, Lynn?
A lot.
Max, you know what you could do with a video camera here?
Ridiculous.
That's me standing up at the top looking over into Guanajuato.
That's crazy.
It's madness. It's so gorgeous. This is, I can't remember the name of this. This little garden here, this little park is called, in Spanish, it's called Pie Wedge. Because look at the shape of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now back to the plaza in front of the church, the parroquia. Good Friday was this gigantic Good Friday celebration. So here is Jesus Cristo. Oops, I don't know how I got out of that. Oh, God, that was very fast. Anyway, I think I got a shot in here someplace of just thousands and thousands of people. And he's being carried, you can't really see, but he's being carried on this whole platform by like 8 women. Kind of like pallbearers, that concept, but this is up on top of it. And this, the Jesus was moving. His hand and his head would move back and forth a little bit. Clearly, this is tequila, and what's beside it?
Is it tomato juice?
Oh, it's like that little...
What's it called?
Sangrita.
Sangrita.
Yes.
Exactly. We did Sangrita, right?
We did do that here.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, Cinco de Mayo is coming up, and it will be time to bring back the Sangrita. Hold on,
Surprisingly good.
just let me get these guys. Wow, the smell over here is great. And these things are going to be outstanding, and they're actually getting pretty close to being ready. I don't think they're too far away.
Oh, the doors staying
pretty
shut?
bad. The what?
Are the doors staying shut?
The doors are staying shut. Yes. So if you don't know what Sangrita is, it's tomato juice, a little lime juice, a little orange juice, seasoned up well, and I put really finely minced. There you go, really finely minced onion in it, and you can see up at the top of the glass, the OJ, the tomato juice glass. You see little bits of onion in there. Mm-hmm. Super good. There's the parroquia at night. Again, beautiful.
Like Disneyland.
Yeah, and now the thing is, there are the doorways to the homes in San Miguel, down these cobblestone streets, are so unbelievable. You'll see, I took a picture of like a bunch of them put together.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, so do you see, what does this look like?
Shrimp?
Taco.
Right, taco. So what it is, there's...
I didn't see the tortilla. All I saw was what's inside the tortilla.
Okay, you're coming up to an interesting part.
Is it what kind of taco it is?
On top, what's making those things change?
I don't know. You're moving them around.
Oh, it's your slideshow at the bottom.
Oh, it is. Okay. Okay, so it's a taco.
Uh-huh.
There's little crispy onion strings on top.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
This was a deep-fried piece of brie.
Oh, what?
Underneath. But
No
what's
way.
really amazing about this whole thing, ready? Wait, getting closer, and it was really delicious, is that the tortilla was not tortilla. It's jicama.
Oh, smart.
Wow.
Look how thin it is.
That's insane.
It was insanely good.
I have heard of that before. I wonder if that's where they got the idea now.
You must need
That's
like
cool.
a big jicama,
And check this
though,
out, right?
To get those
You
pieces.
can't do this with a small jicama. Look at the jicama we got at Specialty.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
way.
Look, it's the size of my head.
Wow.
That would make for a
You need
fantastic
something
taco.
like this. Specialty produce, ladies and gentlemen. San Diego. You need something like this to make something like
That's
that.
like 3 of them that
do you
just
also-
join together.
You need like a. Do you do a slicer or do you just like very?
No, this is a machine sliced.
Yeah, okay,
It's like you would
yeah.
slice a ham or a roast beef
Yeah,
on.
okay.
Okay, so here's more doors again. I mean, it just doesn't end. It just goes on and on and on. And there's the picture that I put together.
Nice. Cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doors of San Miguel de Allende.
Sounds like a book.
And these knockers were everywhere, little hands.
What a cool place.
They can't see the knocker.
Oh.
I didn't want to be mean. I wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt, but suddenly it wasn't coming. Little hand knockers all over the place. There we are. I did a little Passover. I don't know if you can
Really?
see this. Wait. So look at. I took gefilte fish in a jar to Mexico. I took matzo ball soup in a can to Mexico. Instead of horseradish, which you would usually have on the gefilte fish, we use salsa. Instead of Manischewitz wine, we used Gran Centenario tequila. It was all good.
Wow.
So here's this little mercado that
Wait,
we
go back
went in.
that picture.
You like that?
No, go back to the other picture. How come that apple in front of you looks like it's a watermelon size?
Oh,
Or is that
it
your
was
camera?
actually pretty big. I don't really know,
That
but it
thing's
was
huge.
pretty big.
Anyways, sorry. Keep going.
So here's a mercado. I mean, fruit everywhere. You know what these are? Why is it doing that?
It's because your bar.
I
Wait.
don't know what's happening here.
You're
Not really touching
going
it.
out of the screen and it's pulling up the menu options.
Okay, so
you
you know what
just
these
gotta
are?
stay in the middle. Onion.
What do you wrap a tamale in?
Oh, some type of leaf.
Not banana leaves.
No.
Corn husks.
Corn husk. Wait. There they are. That's what's inside this big bundle.
Nice.
There's a whole bunch of them like that.
That's how they try and store them, right?
Yep.
Nice. Oh, see
Beans.
that's awesome.
Look at that. Seem familiar?
Yeah. Look, it's like we're being transported right now.
We are. These are almost there. Couple minutes. Almost done with the pictures. We're going to be able to eat these things.
They look very similar. Ours
do
look
look
like
very
they might
similar.
even be cooked a little more.
Ours?
Well, those ones just, I don't know. Could just be something I'm seeing.
His lunch. We got two of them though. Little fruit stand. You know what that is?
Pig skin,
fried something?
chicharrones.
Chicharron.
yeah.
Biggest piece I've seen. Actually, I saw a guy carrying one. Come back to me. I saw a guy carrying one this big in a plastic bag down the street. This one right here is like this.
I found a place
Bigger
in San
than a
Diego
sheet of paper.
that does them like that, like whole.
Oh, it's just madness. Okay, and here's a little street taco guy.
Oh.
These things were, so he had chorizo. He's got chorizo here. He's got beef that he's cooking over here. He takes the pieces there. He chops it all up. He puts it on this.
Wow.
Gives it to you.
Wow.
Those things were $1 a piece, and they were some of the best tacos I've ever had in my life. There you go. $1 a piece. $1 a piece. Could have eaten 1,000 of them. And there's just some beautiful stuff there. I mean, there's obviously. Now, I make a michelada, which is just lime juice, ice, and beer. There, it's a chilada. A michelada is one that has like Worcestershire in it and seasonings and hot sauce and stuff like that, which I don't particularly like. Just a really nice bottle of tequila. Revolucion, very expensive. Pork hock.
Whoa.
In a restaurant one night, ordered pork hock tacos. This giant bone with all this meat came to the table. You take a couple of forks, you break it apart, and then that's what you end up with at the end.
Wow.
One of the best things I've eaten in a very, very long
That
time.
looks really good.
Ridiculously good. And check this out.
Bread.
This is just the little bread basket that they brought us in one restaurant one morning in Guanajuato. And so you can see a variety of different types of breads, and the breads down there are fantastic. And there's a deep salsa here. There's like a pico here. This is butter up in that spot, and this is like a dried chili mixed in with a crema kind of thing to dip the bread into. Fantastic. This is the theater in Guanajuato. This is just a sign. I thought it was interesting. It looks like I don't want crummy sirloin. Hope it's better than the crummy chicken breast. Beautiful purple door. And that's the end.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, no, sorry. Hold on. Another door. Wait, another door. I know there's one door that ends. There's Jesus above that door. Look at mariachis.
Nice.
Serenading people at night out in front of the parroquia. This is a
Benedict?
It's a Benedict, sort of like a carnitas Benedict with like chipotle cream sauce. Chipotle hollandaise over the top.
Wow.
How's this for Mom's
Lox.
lox and bagel presentation?
Jeez. Could she be any happier?
Is that gorgeous?
Yeah, that's amazing.
I mean, I'm telling you, I don't know what people think the food in Mexico is, but this is somebody's quiche one morning. This is
so
just a
hungry
beautiful
now.
wall in a store. There's the beautiful parochia, just artwork everywhere. The city's crawling with ridiculous art all over the place. Oh, look at this. I blew the picture. Are you guys... Wait a second. Are you guys making that bigger than it is?
Maybe.
Can you not? I feel like that picture's supposed to be different. No?
Nope.
Okay. I'll forget that then. Chicken one day in a little location. That's enough of that. That thing's done. $14. 4 of us ate. 4 beers, enough chicken that we almost couldn't eat it all. Rice, salad, tortillas.
Yum.
Fantastic.
Take a lot of pictures, sir.
Yeah, there we are. Me and Kel having fun.
Oh.
There's chilaquiles I had one morning that was delicious. And here's the parochia with the Good Friday crowd in front of it. And right behind the picture, if you're standing looking at that crowd right behind us, is that big, beautiful church. Unbelievable. Some of the best food we had was Peruvian food there.
Oh.
Clean, delicious,
Nice.
fresh, amazing. This is just a big property behind one of those little doors.
Now, how long were you gone?
We were gone 6 days.
Because I've already counted like 10 meals in here.
Oh, yeah, we had... Check out this sink.
Oh.
Look at that. It's just like a slab of like granite or something angled into the corner of that wall.
How's
Cool.
that for a remodel idea?
That's a great idea. I love that. Bathroom, and that's the last door that we took a picture of, and that's the end of it.
That's awesome.
Okay. We've been working away on our website. Squarespace.com is an amazing place to go if you want to build a website for anything. Doesn't matter what it is. That's their line. A better website starts with your website. That better web starts with your website, and that's true. There's a lot of places that you can go on the internet to help build yourself a website. Many of them are complicated. Many of them are super expensive. Many of them will take you years and years to try and figure out the special code and language that you need. Squarespace has figured it out using simple English, drag and drop photos and pictures, and copy pasting text. It's very, very simple, and an idiot like me can do an awful lot of it. You can be using Squarespace to build your own site for as little as Lewis, please, Lewis, for as little as $8 a month. Squarespace.com. When you check out, put my name Sam in the box. You get 10% off your order. Check them out. I think you're going to love them. When we come back, we eat the poppers stuffed with cream cheese, garlic, Worcestershire, and shrimp. I think they're going to be really good. Don't go away. Look, there's little simple things that you can do in your food world to make things way better. Ready for a tip? Here's one of them. WeOlive. WeOlive.com will get you to a place where you can get only California certified extra virgin olive oils. You know, the whole olive oil world, especially the extra virgin stuff, it's very sketchy. You can be buying things that are mixes of all kinds of stuff. California certified extra virgin olive oil only at WeOlive. It's amazing. You can go online, WeOlive.com, check out all their stuff. If you put Sam in at the little checkout box, you'll get 10% off your order. Or even better, go to a store, have them turn you on to what great olive oil tastes like. You'll be so glad you did it. WeOlive.com, tell them I sent you. Okay, well, that'd actually be meaningless, but put my name in the box and you get 10% off. It's all good. WeOlive.com, check them out. And there they are. You gotta tell me, those things look badass, don't they?
They do.
They're hot. They're warm. This guy's still warm. I got one right here. I saved myself one. Let's cut it open and see how it looks, okay?
Ooh.
Look at that.
Perfect.
Nice. Really nice. Do I dare take a bite here, Lynn?
Yeah. Don't wuss out on me now, man. Ooh,
Oh, no wussing. It's just the heat I'm worried about, but
How close did we get?
I can hear the crunching.
Dude, I'm telling you. His were really good. The garlic in this and that little bit of Worcestershire, I think took them over the top. They're fantastic. The shrimp is a great way to go. I've seen this recipe before, a similar recipe. They use cream cheese and then a whole lot of grated cheese and stuff like that. I don't think you need it. Slow down on that. Use the shrimp, do the garlic, little Worcestershire. This is fantastic. Okay, it's been good. Here's what we've learned today. You've learned that you need to make these things, and you must go to San Miguel de Allende. You have to. And Kelly just walked in. Yeah, I showed pictures, and you were in one of them.
Which one?
And you weren't sleeping. It was us up at the Luna Bar. Ah. All right. Thanks for hanging out with us. What's happening Friday? Oh, wait. Friday. I'm making lamb. And don't miss me Friday at True North Tavern in North Park here. All good. Sam, the Sam Taste Tour continues. I will be there. You saw the little thing at the beginning. That's it. It's going to be a great time. 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. I think I'm going to make little pork sloppy joes with Cedra. It's going to be so good. And that won't cost you a cent. All right. Thanks for hanging out with us. Livecast Friday, True North, Sam's Taste Tour, Friday 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. See you there. Tell your friends about us and make those. See you. Hey.